Hi. I was really contemplating on whether I should do a live, though I said I was going to do live because I have a live to do on the other side of the other channel. Now, um, there's been so much going on. Carbonation's been playing up as usual. Velvet's been answering them back as usual. And there's a lot going on. Um, Adriana Young, I think last week there was a talk about the young girl dying, passing away. Hi Phoenix. So I was meant to talk about it, but when my daughter's on holiday, I don't come on here really because she'll be in the back making noise. And sometimes when my other ones are here, it's difficult to talk to express myself because they look at you like, Mum, why are you on the live now? Like, so, I'm okay, Phoenix. How are you? I did put up some stuff regarding the face recognition stuff, but it's like people not really want to look into them stuff. Them stuff is coming all the way around the world. Those things is going to happen around the world eventually. They're bringing in RoboCop. It seems like a RoboCop looking thing from that's coming into England. They've been trying to put out face recognition for a while. It's been spoken about before. So now I think what's happened is now it's actually happening. It's something else. But I did put out the video, but I took it down because it's like nobody it's like Black Mirror says, when you're putting out awareness and information, no one's interested. I did, however, put a little bit on Amari and her drama, but then it's like the video I was really more interested in was her doing the tarot reading, and I had to cover up the picture because she looks so old in the picture, and she takes nice pictures, Amari. So there's been quite a lot of stuff going on. The carbonation one I will have to do for another day because that's going to be a whole long thing. Because carbonation's been doing their rounds around the place, I see. And Medea, I think Lisa says what? Queen Tron covered it on Sunday. I'm waiting for Fundi Fee to come out, but I think Fundi Fee's been busy because Fundi Fee already came out and said put her twist on it. Seeing it, Carbonation Crew is at it again. Yes, they're at it again. Velvet's answering them back. There's a video of what Lagos Ashe put out, and you can see there's a difference. I think somebody said, because she was a filter when she's on Bigo. So the video showed that how she doesn't have, you can see the roundness of the face. I think she is pregnant. Her face look puffy looking. I think Velvet's pregnant, Her face look puffy looking because the puffiness of the face went around the jawline, because her jawline goes. Oh, you said she's not beautiful. You said she's not beautiful. Velvet looks like how she looked when she came out of carbonation the first time. The way her hair looks, how it looks fluffy in a bun. When I look at Velvet, right, compared to when she was having RV before she had the son, in the video that Lagos put up, right, she looks like she just now come out of carbonation and she was sitting there cussing them off. She has a gutter mouth. Her mouth is a gutter hole. She is a gutter. She has a gutter hole for a mouth, because when she goes off, what she tends to do, she puts in the twang in places, in it, and then I'm just like. But she says she's doing therapy. But I'm thinking, if you're doing therapy, you shouldn't be bothered with the members of Carbonation or what they're saying to you. If that was me, I would just ignore them. I wouldn't have time for that. But it's like, it's like what Fundi says. It's like they need each other to keep relevant. So what they tend to do, they throw coals in her direction, and then she answers them, and that's what I think happens with them. And Lordship put out a video as well. His Lordship, it's a video of what Lordship put out, and you see, like, she looks happy, but I don't know, but I feel whatever's supposed to hit Citizen will hit him sooner or later, because Holly's already put out the thing. Holly looks like she's more relaxed now she's done the lawsuit. So I'm just like, but she reminded me of when she first came out of Carbonation and she was sitting there crying in tears. That puffy look, that pregnant look she had on her face. She is the perfect example of what my parents taught me. Hello, pretty is as pretty does. And she is prettier when she's silent. Yes, she is, because her mouth is a gutter. She has a gutter mouth. You cannot reason with a person like that. I think I do know someone who's like that a little bit, but you can't reason with people who's like that, because they will argue you down to the ground. They're wrong, but they'll argue you down to the ground. They'll tell you you're wrong, and they are probably wrong themselves. So Velvet. Oh yeah, and even Queen Tron, when Queen Tron showed the one with Saneter, because I was over in Queen Tron chat, because I go over there sometime. I like when she does her PDO files stuff, and when she highlights what's going on in the conscious community, and what the zoca was saying, oh, the black man and the black man and the black man, right? What they're doing, they're using the rhetoric of the community to get appeal for, what's his name, the demon, for Demon Boy. That's what's going on. That's what's going on, because that how they got to tap into different communities, innit? Because first they started with the LGBT community, then they started some next place, then they was doing a tour around different platforms. Then the next thing I know, right, they're on Saneter. I think Lisa said first Demon Boy called into Saneter, or he gave an interview, and then they turn upon Saneter. But then while they were there, Janae and Soular was on the panel, and she was like, yes, the black man and our brothers, and we have sons, and then Efaru kind of took over what was being said or whatever. So I think what people's trying to work out is whether or not Malia is still around. Because I don't watch him like that. No, I only watch him through Medea. Medea don't update nothing. I don't know what's going on. But it's like, or Lagos, because Logos, because my thing is, Efaru keeps talking about a transcript, but somebody already explained about the transcript, that they can't get the transcript. The transcript, even if they do get the transcript, he still will not be cleared. He wouldn't get an appeal because of the time he's doing anyway. So I don't. So it's like it's ridiculous. Yes, she hasn't got him out. Yeah, Queen Throne. Zoca thinks she is 1965. Yes, Efaru swears she's a lawyer now. Yes, because Efaru, what's it called, that one? What she did, that video where she tried to use it on the other girls, right? Well, in fact, which is cult tactics. That's what they do. When the cult members go, when the people who's left the cult go against them, what they tend to do, they tend to put out the worst, what you call it, what's the word I'm looking for? They tend to try to make the other members look bad, and that's what they are doing. Because, like I said, Janae, as much as I don't like Janae, aka Nefertiti, I said the greatest thing she did do was putting charges on Demon Boy, because if she didn't do it, because if she didn't do it, Velvet wasn't going to do it, because remember, Velvet's been in DV for so many years, getting beaten up and all sorts, and she only put a restraining order on him. I think she did. She didn't charge him with what he did. Even when they reached Atlanta and they circle her and he beat her up, she still didn't charge him. America's persecution. Yeah, he is convicted now. Yes, and she still didn't charge him. So that I give Saneter props for, right? And I mean, other than that, I think the only thing that makes me mad with her is that Saneter, that is, or Janae, I should call her by her real name, Janae, is the fact that how she's taken in by Soular. Whatever promises Soular has promised her, she's looking for love. She's looking for love so hard. It's like she wants to be that woman that's loved, that, you know what I mean, hence why she had the baby as well, because she always wanted a baby. She always wanted a man who loved her. And I feel that's why she always kept going back to Carbonation, because even when she did go back to Carbonation, she went with a style, she went with certain stuff. Yes, she did all that, yes. But then at the end of the day is when he was doing the queen thing. The queen thing, and then she said to him, I was with Soular, and he said to her, you slept with my peasant or my slave or something. And then he belittled her. And I feel that's what hurt her the most, because she was all up for everything else, like doing the act on Twitter and all that, showing their naked body on Twitter, doing stuff on Zoom with the girls. She was all up for it, until when it came to the queen thing, the queen of nothing thing, right? Because there was a whole heap of jealousy. Because remember, right, the thing with Carbonation, they had this thing where, like, he would put them against each other. He would literally, I don't know how much you watched them, but the parts I remember is when he would put them against each other, where, like, if members left, like if Pure left, I think Strawberry and Bam Bam's parents left, Umi left, there was always something going on. There was always some kind of something, like every day there was something. And I feel like they had to walk around eggshells around him, like walking eggshells, because you didn't know what type of mood he would have. You know what I'm saying? And he's a bit psychotic. When I watch Hood Horrors, documentary of the situation. It reminds me of the times when I used to sit down for hours going from channel to channel watching reactions, commentary on them and all that. That was the whole problem, putting them against each other. Yes, especially the time when um when Velvet and Malia fought, when they fight on the beach. I think that was the worst one, when they fought on the beach, and the time when he put Janae and Eferu against Malia. Malia didn't want to fight them. She didn't want to fight them. She said I hadn't reached that plateau where I could fight them. And there was a point where the guys fought, where Jax fought Calabar as well, and there's been so many instances. That's why, like, every time I think that the cult is gonna die, it's like they keep it going, keep it going, and then you're thinking to yourself, is this ever gonna end? Like, I mean, I didn't start talking about him till when Netiri, I think, no, I spoke before Netiri and Solar got together, and it was shocking when they got together, because it was just like, it's just like he was like second. He was the second. Him and True was very much loyal to Nature Boy. So when I see him with her, plus not only that, Netiri loves Solar so much. She was prepared to do whatever she got to do to get Solar. She was prepared to do that. And like, even if Zoca didn't like her, she always loved Solar. Even when she got paired with someone else, she was never happy with someone else. She always wanted Solar. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for years. Oh, you have? In the grand scheme of things, anyone would want to be a queen or a team because you got privileges. Yeah, the privileges was to not wait on people hand and foot. Because remember, they had to wait on him and Velvet all the time, like making food or prepare stuff, prepare rooms before, like, you know what I mean. But like others have said, some of the ideas was off of Dr. York's ideas. Some of other cults he incorporated into the cult, like Father Source and certain things Father Source or Dr. York did, the ideas of, I can't remember. There's so many stuff that was going on. Like, even at one time he was using Hindu symbols, Sekhmet. Yeah, he was doing a lot of stuff. They would do this thing where, like, they'll prepare a little thing of roses, like, like they'll make him a goblet of rose with a rose in it, and all this stuff. It was just crazy. And I feel that Malia went through a lot more than Velvet, because after Velvet left, it's like he was very, very, he was worse. He's like, he got worse after Velvet left. He was beating Malia so bad till when Sybil came out. When Sybil came out and said, was it Sybil? No, it wasn't Sybil. I think it was Elizabeth's husband. When he spoke to the T, and he said that he told Malia to go to the ground and lay on the ground, and he kicked her. And he said he felt that kick, the way how he kicked her. There were so many instances that how, like, even now, watching it now, when you watch it now, Now he's incarcerated. You think to yourself, he is where he should be. Like, there's no ifs and buts or maybe. And there's more nature boys out there that's like him. No, not only that, um, what's the name? Velvet was saying that how he was also getting side money, the dark web issue things were coming in where he will have them do certain stuff where like they would take pictures but it would look nice because some of my people on my Facebook was looking at him and I'll see them looking at him thinking, because they see the lush green this man with dreads and from then I said, I don't care. I don't want nobody with dreads or I don't want certain thing because after a while, after watching Nature Boy, you come to not like certain words you don't want to hear, certain words you don't like, like even though it was before he was around, but because he soiled the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, even when Janae said she was gonna do Reiki, like, I mean, me being a Reiki master myself, hearing that she wanted to do that, and I'm thinking myself, it's not that easy. Like, they take shortcuts in everything in what they term spiritual, and then they say they're spiritual. To me, you don't need to say you're spiritual. It's how you reflect it. Muslim people show their belief outwardly. Some people show their belief outwardly and some people keep it quiet. So it's like they they tarnish a lot of the stuff, even though there is people like Nature Boy. There is men like Nature Boy out there right now. He's on the DL, who's doing DV on a regular basis, doing violence on a regular basis. There's even one that's still in Puerto Rico now. I forgot his name. He's in Puerto Rico now, or Costa Rica, and he is still a cult there. The other day, I found out about a transsexual cult there. Yeah, I think Janae just wants a fair skin child. Yeah, I heard she was colorist. I heard she was. No, there's Yada. There's Yada, and there's another one, an older gentleman. There's an older man with looks. Because one of the ex-members talk about him. He's in Costa Rica. Yes, they wanted the perks. Yes, I remember that. Exactly. They watch 2 videos and they are experts. Yeah, you can't be experts. You have to sit down amongst the teachers to find out what's going on with certain stuff. Like even the thing that I'm into, I still got to sit with a teacher. As old as I am, I still got to sit under a teacher to learn certain stuff because there's light melanin. There's another, I forgot his name. Hold on, let me see if I can find it on my other channel. The lady spoke about it. I forgot her name. Let me see if I can find it on my other channel because she spoke about it. She was part of the cult, and she talks about how he he takes wives and stuff like that. Cause this okay. Let me see if I can find it. I probably can't find it now. Oh yeah, maybe I can. There's so many cults. Hold on. There's this lady. Let me show you. Yeah, you look later. That's okay. Let me see if I can find the lady. It's Kat Kawat Imani. Kawat Imani, I think his name is. This lady's from that cult. She escaped. Oops. I'm doing it wrong now.
Reports or puts forward
This is
consuming
Kawatamani.
whole living unprocessed food, which makes
She was one
sense
of
for our
Kawatamani.
communities and to keep
Kawatwa,
better and better health,
what?
as a way of life.
Kawat
It
Imani's
supports community
wives.
and family. At least that's what you see uh, from the video
There's
that is put
Yada,
forward
Kremlin.
in his book. And I want to start out by saying that number one, there's nothing wrong with community and family. These are things that are very natural
Because everybody's
to
trying
us
to
human
find
beings.
their
That's what
middle
we
ground. They're
desire.
trying to find their
It's natural for
utopia.
us
They're trying
to
to
desire to want to
come
be in
out of
healthy
living in the
relationships,
situation
and
they're
to
in, so
improve
they're
male and
prepared
female
to run
relationships, and to
to
improve the
certain
quality
places.
of our family life. It's natural to want to grow your own food, especially as we look at the climate that we're living in. So there's nothing wrong with eating raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. There's
So this lady came out of one of the cults, because there's many cults. There's many cults. I forgot how many cults there is altogether. There's a lot of cults. I did a whole series on cults. If I continued, I would have had thousands of them. I'm sure of it. I would have had a lot of them, from from FLDS to the Source Father Source, the Anthill Kids, um, the Davidians, Twin Flames. It goes on and on and on. There's so many of them out there. The only difference is Nature Boy put his rubbish, his stuff, well, his stuff online for the world to see. He called it. He was showing his life, because he was running away from whatever he was running away from. He decided to form Carbonation, or whatever it was called before in the beginning. That's how it all started out. And a lot of the content creators remember him from earlier. So at first there was saying, okay, what he's doing was good, and then it turned into craziness. So basically, like now how much years later on, now now he's incarcerated or jailed or imprisoned. Like, the members continuously come out and just be doing the most, you know. um he did a lot of stuff. I mean, one channel holder said at one point there was literally smuggling drugs across the border, which now, as we come to find out, that solar and them lot continued to do later on till they got caught, right? And solar is like still continuously talking like a guru. He wants to be this guru, he wants to be whatever. Natiri's lost in his little world. It's just, it's ongoing. It's just like, you just think to yourself, isn't it gonna ever end? Like, I personally, especially when I looked at Queen of Thrones, yes, you could say that they're Zoca and Ephru are brainwashed, but they didn't go to carbonation to live in a natural thingy. It was all sexual, as far as I'm concerned. Hi, Sonia. It was all sexual. There's nothing learned about it. You know what I mean? Like, my friend is in Ghana. No, she's in Ghana now. One of my friends, she's in Ghana, but she does nature walks. She does a whole heap of things, right? And I can say she's more a naturalist than what I've seen on here, because, like, hi, Rico, right? She's more a naturalist. What she presents as well, because she even went to Ghana, and she's now formulated. Uh, she's making a building out of mud, right? She's formulated that. She was doing nature walks for as long as I can remember. She's always been that type of person. Though we live in concrete jungle over here, right? There's some people who literally live what they talk. That's why I said that how the difference with the American conscious community to here is that they don't put out certain stuff. Like you don't hear about people doing the most like over here. Like, you know what I mean? Even because most of the stuff that has come here is from America. Like the New Warpians, who is under a different name now, Nation of Islam, the Moors Science Temple, which I've only seen one of the Moors Science Temple. Um, right now, there is a mixture of Egyptian and African spirituality that's going on over here. So we're not going to be hearing about people that is doing what is going on in America. Like even if there is someone like young Farah over here, we will never hear about it. That is only the people who's around those people will hear about what they're doing or what's going on with them, because that's why Nature Boy was able to present himself in such a way. Because even there was people, what some of the members is over here. There's one lady in Birmingham with 3 sons, I think it is. Is it 3 sons? Well, they're bigger now. 3 sons, and she was ready to take them over to where Nature Boy was. She was ready to take them to live in Puerto Rico or Costa Rica or wherever they was. I think they actually did make it there, but it's like when you're trying to escape the situation that you're in, you're prepared to do whatever you got to do. Some of these people do have mental health problems, all sorts of things going on. I still think that how Velvet has deeper issues going on with her. You know, her father fought for her. He fought to get her away from Nature Boy. He fought to get her from a guy who was doing DV on a regular basis, because he was doing irregular beatings. God knows what was going on over there. Then it came out the Mama Dia died. Some next lady got into a thing. Another one of his members unalived her mother. Somebody else who is in contact with the cult unalived their parents. It's continuous. These things are continuously going on. So there's nothing natural about them. Natural living is like being a Dr. Sabi or Layla Africa. I can't think. A Layla Africa or one of those, because even Layla Africa, why his legacy is still going on. Dr. Sabi, his legacy still continues. People still continue to this day to continue Dr. Sabi's work. But Nature Boy was down in Dr. Sabi's work and all sorts of things, but yes, still he was trying to say that he want to save people and he want to help people. In the meantime, he's telling somebody not to take their medicine, which really alternative community normally works with the medical thingy. You know what I mean? Right? You don't work against it, you work with it. And then the patient will slowly stop taking the medication, but then they have to have something in place to continue the medication, to continue to help the body to heal. You know what I mean? Because like then after a while, like in most cases, you're passing mucus through your nose, your eyes, your whatever. That's how deep it goes sometimes. And a person can be 50, 60 odd, and they can look like they're still young in their face. But Nature Boy never showed all that because he had abscesses in his mouth. It was said that he had HIV and other stuff because of the lifestyle he was living before he went to Costa Rica, or before he started carbonation. Right, he was also doing gay for pay at one point too. right? Because there's people who um who will do this, who will who live these lifestyles, and they're not that way. There was down low people, down low men, down low women, however you want to term it. He though he had though the women flocked to him like bees, like flies, he still was making eyes at the men. You know what I mean? Having his men walk around half dressed, have the women dressed in sarongs, nothing underneath them. Right? He was a nudist or whatever he termed himself to be. But like I said, with all that said in one, there was nothing natural about them because they were still living in Airbnbs and getting money from certain peoples. And you know what I mean? Sometimes, right, it's a case of them going back and forth to America to make sure that they're still getting their money from the Americas, because Costa Rica and that, as much as people think that how it is still part of America, but they always said that they was not living in Babylon. But you're still living in Babylon because you're still perpetuating Babylon behavior. His sexual lifestyle preferences, I don't understand the attraction. I don't understand the attraction either, because the first trans that came out and said that she saw him and he did stuff with her and her friend and all that, and he denied it. Right? He denied it. First of all, he denied it. Later on, I think he said he did do it. Then young Pharaoh, when young Pharaoh was at his heightened best, young Pharaoh was able to cover and get him, you know, put him on Front Street, because he did a lot of, there's a lot of stuff that was going on, even to a place that how like Velvet had bumps on her lip, etc., etc. I saw a video the other day from the early years where he was talking about gay for pay and escorting, and Velvet was recovering from having pain from having her child. What? Yes, yes. Even those times, apparently, Velvet said that how right he was still continuing, um, what you call it, entertaining the other side of the woods, right? Though he had all those women in his bed, right? Because he was getting polygamy all mixed up. A polygamist, a polygamist, the women is not supposed to live together. They're not supposed to live together, really. Like, like that's just sexual gratification for the man. Really, the women, he's supposed to maintain all the houses of the women. Right, I'm sure Fundi's covered polygamy numbers. She has videos on polygamy where like the man's supposed to look after the women and the children, no matter how much he got. In Africa, some the lead some of them come from polygamous families. You know what I'm saying? So it's 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 there's more to it than that. But like people, but what I come to understand later on, even me being in the conscious community at one point, is that how you start to see that what they're saying, they're not what they are. You know what I mean? They like, they don't live how they say they're living. Like, like even with the Rasta community, I can even use the Rasta community as a good example. Some of the Rastas, they have long locks to the ground, to their behinds, right? Apparently, like they're supposed to eat ital vegetables, blah blah blah. Some of them be eating pork behind closed doors. Some of them be eating chicken. The real strict ones, you will never see them around certain places. They're very strict. They're because they will cook at home. You'll never see them. I mean, you'll probably see them in vegan restaurants or whatever. But Nature Boy is one of those ones where like he definitely showed his behind on so many levels. So Um, yeah. Oh yes. And the issue with Velvet being pregnant, I think she is pregnant, but she's saying she's not. She's saying she's not, but I feel that how with her son, she didn't show for a very, very long time. So who knows? Later on, right, we might find out she's carrying a little one. Who knows? You know what I mean? But she does look like she's carrying something. In her face, it looks full. Her face is full and rounded. Some women carry the baby. You can tell from the nose and everything. I don't see how they could do it. Solar and True. What? Yeah, I don't. You know what's strange? Yeah, I don't even like True like that. I don't even like True like that. I remember when True used to go to Lisa says what True and Sheba Corinne, forgot her name. Lisa will have to correct me, but Sheba Sheba and True. I feel like I always had an inkling that they're not they didn't leave by themselves. They didn't leave because they had to leave. They only left because like he got scooped up. And on top of that, True sometimes think he's a teacher or whatever the case may be, or whatever. I think what also I didn't like about True was when he came out, Kendra, that's it. What also came out was when he said that how when he got drunk, he touched upon his sisters or family or something. Then he came out later and said, "Oh no, it wasn't so blah de blah de blah." And I'm thinking to myself, well, like it must have happened because like why would you say that? And I think I will never ever believe what comes out of any of their mouths really, because even Janae, how she stepped back and gone back with Solar, which I feel is diabolical. I mean, she has her mother. I don't understand why she needs to be in Solar's house with Solar's mom, and then she said, "Oh well, that's her mom." And she's like, "My mom, you have a mother already. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean?" Um, and I would agree with Queen's Throne when she said that is level of control because from what I know, Solar was the one who hit baby Ellie, and something to do with her teeth or something to do with a tooth. He hit her, and and he also tried to I think he did hit or spat at Janae or something like that. To me it's like you can't trust some man like that. You cannot, because they will always do it again. That's why I don't understand what is Janae's hang up with him. Janae can have so many other men in the world, right? The only thing with her is she has to be careful because she has a child and she's a single mom, and that and she has to be aware of men around her and her child. But she can have any man she wants. Why? I mean, I don't see why she's so caught up with Solar. It's like even how she looks at him is like, oh, on the Saneter, not even into the Saneter thing with the nature boy thing. Um, she just went quiet and let's let him talk, and I was just like, I was just thinking, oh my gosh, like you just watch when you watch certain things play out, you just think, why? What's all that about? Like she, I feel that that the wives stir up the other members, and um it's like they know they're losing, but they're still stirring up the members or whatever the heck they're trying to do. And it's just like, well, just leave it alone. Like, let the man do his time. You know, you give him his thing for his honey buns or whatever the heck you gotta give him, because he's in PC. He's not like he's in he's in the population, the prison population. He's literally in PC. After he got stabbed or poked, or whatever, right? He they put him in PC. The video what Lisa says what has up. You see inside of the cell where he is at. He's got no pictures of them. He's got pictures of himself, right? He's all for himself. He will not change. That man is not going to change for nothing. So as much as they can do all this and do all that for him, he's not going to change. He doesn't care. He doesn't care for the girls, right? You know what I mean? Right? He just wants people to um he just wants the girl. Like these girls are literally wasting their life at this point. They're still in their 20s. Efaru always looks out of it. She looks so pale. There's a video I see of her. She looks so pale. Like, you know what I mean? They're still taking orders from him. It's just like FLDS. I forgot his name. That man, the leader. They're still taking orders from him. Janae is deeply scarred from her childhood, but her father abandoning her for his family. She has fair-skinned sisters and is bothered by it. She thinks her daughter is full Mexican. Oh, really? Oh my god. Because Solar is... What you said he is? Warren Jeffs, thank you. What he is? Sorry, my mind goes a little... He said he's Jamaican, half something else. But she's Jamaican. I've never seen a Jamaican woman like her before. I've never seen a Jamaican woman like her. Jamaican women are normally quite strong-willed. What are they like? They you can't tell them nothing. Yeah, she said it. Half Jamaican, half Mexican father. Half Mexican and father Jamaican. Yes, yeah. So I'm just like the child will come out looking a certain way anyway. To me, I feel that the baby looks like Solar, but the daughters always takes on their father's faces more than the son sometimes. The son's takes on the mother's face. So, but it's like there's a lot of colorism that's going on. You're right. There's a lot of colorism. There's a lot of colorism going on, and I'm just like, like people say that how they're conscious or awake or whatever. You're conscious and awake, and you're still asleep. You're still asleep. You're still sleeping at this point. You might as well go back to sleep. I married a Jamaican, and none of the women were like that. No, exactly. I know a whole heap of Jamaican women. They're not like that. They're not. They work very hard. Jamaican, well, any type of West Indian, they work hard. They work hard, mate. They don't like even if they right, like even if they do fall for the foodishness, sometimes they don't stand for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, boy, I don't know. I think I said hi to Sonia and Vico, real space. I think I said her name right. But yeah, it's interesting. You know what I mean? It's interesting to me, like me coming from Nation of Islam and Rasta, and then you see this thing online. Fair enough, right? Polite. I was intrigued with Polite. I was, because his lifestyle and the way his children, the way the children used to be, like his smallest one used to talk the language, and the New Covenant was around, and I was intrigued with New Covenant. I was like, okay. But then later on, when he came out and he showed that bus, that that stripper stripper bus or whatever the heck he was in, I said, nah. I said, nah. I didn't like Umar Johnson. Couldn't stand the guy. Couldn't stand Umar. Didn't like Rush. What's it? That other one. The what's it? Rashad. Can't stand him. Oh my gosh, can't stand him. There's a lot of them I can't stand. I don't like them at all. I don't like them, and I feel that how my stubbornness saved me from a lot of foolishness. Because I feel that when you're younger and you're searching for stuff, you get swept up in a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? But those girls, they didn't go to carbonation for nature. They went to carbonation for nature boy. And Eliana has a rough road ahead because Velvet's claim to fame is being light skinned. Yeah, that's another weird thing. Her and Citizen, like, she really feels she got Citizen all sewn up. I'm like, Citizen's got you more sewn up, love. He got a whole agenda waiting for you. He ain't start yet. I really believe it. He showed himself a little bit one time when I watched Lagos Ashay thing, and she said she was in a spa or something. She was in a spa, and some man must have said something to her. So she's telling him in it, which is normal, isn't it? Because like you tell your spouse, man, some man tried it with me, and he goes to her, what did you do? And I think to myself, well, it's obvious that she didn't take up the man's offer. She's sitting in the car with you, ain't she? Like, come on. Citizen ain't ready for her yet. I feel when Holly gets what she needs to get from him, that's when he's going to show his whole complete behind, because he's like he's gaslighting her at this point. He's gaslighting her. He's I mean, I know people talk about narcissism and different stuff. Citizen, oh my gosh, Citizen, him, I can see he right. At least Nature Boy was a little bit slimy with it. Citizen is blatant. It's kind of in your face, and on top of that, because he's her Bigo boss, on top of it, it's even more worse. That's double trouble, mate. Rashad was weird to me from the beginning. Rashad and Umar is weird. Velvet is not light skinned in my family, but she clearly favors RV and her son. Yeah, because even what she said about baby Ellie, she said that how what when I look at her, I see what's it, Legio or no, whatever. And I'm just like, but it's not her fault. Like, she asked to be here. Oh, when I look at my daughter, I can't remember what she says. I'll be like, man, like, it's not the child's fault that she looks like the daddy. It's not her fault. It's not the fault that she's a dark skin. Dark skin. She actually, baby Ellie is a beautiful dark skinned child, right? And I have nothing against light skin. I have light skin in my children as well. I have light and dark, right? And Cayman Island in here. I have a mixture. Right? So it's like her thinking, her mindset. I was thinking, my gosh, right. I grew 4 children by myself. Like, they were all different. They had all different characters, right? Right. And to this day, my children, like, to me, when I look at my children, they're beautiful. My child can be the baddest one out there, but it's like, it doesn't matter the skin tone to me. Like I said, and I'll say this again. I say, because even with the indigenous blah de blah and the I'm not African and all this foolishness thing, because to me, when people look at you, they're not looking at that. They're not looking at that. They see black. They see a black person, a melanated person. That's what they see. So you can be light skinned as you want, right? Right? You're still seen as a melanated person, It's so crazy. I just don't. I just feel that the ignorance is so ridiculous. Maybe because I've been in the conscious community for a long time. I haven't been around the conscious community in a while, but I still feel some things, right? You just think, what the heck is wrong with people? Yes, Bigo boss and Bigo pimp. That's exactly what he is. Because um um what's his name? Citizen, right? It's like he's constantly on the prowl. And Nature Boy is constantly on the prowl before. That means he ain't got eyes for her only. That's not love. That's not love. Then it's like she changed up herself. There's a video once again. I'll use Lagos Sachet again, right? Because Lagos, I don't know. I haven't got time to sit down and record them people, but there's one where she's trying to get his attention, right? So she has her hair straight, or she does her hair a certain way. So citizens talking to somebody. Somebody must have come and brought in some crabs or prawns or whatever. A neighbor, I think he is. So citizens just talking. You know, men do that. Men do that. Men completely ignore your ass. Right? It's says she get off and go and do something else, or just leave the screen. Leave right. You know, you leave it running because it's a PK. She's sitting there, then she's saying whatever, and she's trying to get his attention. So with her, I think it's more attention. She she strives on attention. She's one of them people that strives on attention. It's all nice having male attention. Male attention is beautiful. I ain't gonna say to a woman, no, don't get male attention. Male attention's lovely. And it doesn't mean to say that how about you don't have it, that you ain't got it, right? She changed up her talk, all sorts of things. The man's still talking to the next man. I mean, to myself, like, normal women, what they do, right? I mean, like, right, even if you are around your man and he's having a conversation with his man, right? I think even Q did it as well at one point. She was just around, like, you know what I mean? There's certain things you just don't do sometimes because, like, they could be talking anything, right? They're talking business, they're talking anything, right? I'm not saying leave the room, right? Because your man would invite you into the conversation anyway at one point. He's talking about how sweet and he knows that. I think he was just having a conversation with her, and she change up so much. That's why when she says she's in therapy, I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference because if you're in therapy, you would not entertain carbonation. You wouldn't entertain them. That's why I don't understand. Even Janae, though she pops in and out of stuff, I wouldn't be even entertaining it. The man's in lockup. He's in prison. I've done my job. Right? I'm going to try and move on with my life. That's what you do. You try to move on with your life the best way you know how. Even if you have to change up your flipping IG or something. Like, even if you are tempted to go and watch and see what they're doing, you just don't go over. Like, you know, you go look and then and then you just ace yourself out of the problem because what you're doing, right? You're encouraging the stuff back into your life. That's what they're doing. They're encouraging the stuff back. Do you remember when she was pregnant and they were doing A1 creations of what their daughter would look like? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. But yeah, Logos, Ashe, and Medea, right? Because I, I call her the carbonation experts. She's and Lisa is one of the carbonation experts. The reason why I say that because those the other content creators from the past, they're still around. They're still around, but sometimes like we need people to watch and see what they're doing. Right? I'm not saying in go into their personal life and blah de blah de blah. No, because like you want to see how much they have grown after carbonation is so called broken up. So the fact that how they keep us in a spin of what's going on sometimes because even when she met citizen. And I looked at him and I said, "Oh my word, he just has that energy. There's this energy that's around citizen." But then late when he talks, he sounds Haitian to me. I think some people said he sounds Haitian because he doesn't sound Ghanaian, right? And he doesn't have a personality. No, he doesn't have a personality. His personality is quite dry. He he, I think he uses velvet to keep himself relevant because he knows people's talking about velvet as well, right? He also dresses like nature boy. He dresses like nature boy and same star sign. When you hear the man is the same star sign as your ex-man, you run. You run. You don't stay in that relationship. You say no. You run a mile because he might have the same outlook as the other man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, she's really setting herself up. She's going into that relationship with her eyes wide open. He did so many things to Holly, and she's just going in with her eyes wide open. And you're just like, woman, this man could switch on you as well. He can beat you to. There's a video of him beating Holly to a pulp, like kicking her, like literally. It is a bit of an addiction at this point. They have to totally leave carbonation alone to heal and find a new hobby or interest. They do, but I think they're finding it hard to detach themselves. I think, like Fundi Feast always said, okay, and I quote, they're always connected with each other. They keep connected with each other at all times. They're never far away from each other, right? That's all they know. And sometimes, and it's like they're carrying certain diseases or whatever's going on with them, and they seem to be they cannot be around normal people because they don't know how to talk to normal people. They don't know how to react to no. Even when Nepal was kind of, because I don't like Nepal. I don't like her, Saneter's ex or whatever she is, but she was asking questions and saying certain stuff, and it's um like I don't even think she researched them or from what she's seen or whatever, but it's like they're in constant contact with each other, right? The ones who's left, Pisces, Calabar, Calabar and Pisces is around each other. I think Mente, Serene, I can't remember her name, Serene, Seven, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened to the other girl who was giving a message to Zoca. They're constantly in contact with each other. Light he was putting light with dark, and they were coming up with images of their children. Oh Ross. I can't understand his speech at all. He is money hungry. He's trying to be Pastor P. Is Pastor P really dead? I mean, on alive. Is Pastor P on alive for real? Because I saw a video drop where they said Pastor P was on alive. I said, raw, like damn. That's what I said. You see, social media dangerous. You see, he's the dangerous man. When he was beating Holly in the head, he was saying, "Relax." Huh. And she was down, not resisting. Velvet is going to fight back and it is going to be bad. Yeah, that's what I said. I said he's saving it all up. He's one of them ones who bottle aggression, he looked like. Because he drinks a lot. He's like an alcoholic. He drinks a lot. He drinks a lot. He drinks a lot. That man, I mean, there is, right, African men can drink. Yes, they can. They can drink, but he drinks a lot. He don't drink to enjoy the drink. He drink to get drunk. He literally drink to get drunk. And and it's like he has to have on the Bigo because like they have to keep it active. It's the same with the YouTube. I'm thinking you gotta keep it active, keep the thing rolling. Da, 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 da. Even YouTube, like I didn't know it's the self-employment thing. So I feel with Bigo, they're in the self-employment. I don't know. I don't know. She was seriously injured. She was. Um, I went over to another platform. When they showed a picture of her, I said, "Oh my days!" He laid into her. He laid into her like, and that's why as much as people saying, "Oh, she's not healed," she keeps talking about it. Well, she needs to talk about it because then she can probably save a couple women from dealing with him. That's how I look at it. If Holly talks about it, right? I mean, yes, it sounds annoying to us, but she can probably save a couple women from going to him because he seems he's on the prowl every single day. Yes, he drinks from the bottle. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. He it, well, like I said, if she thinks Nature Boy was bad, this man is worse. And she liked to fight anyway. What's the name? Velvet liked to fight. Velvet loved to argue and fight. That's her thing. She liked to fight and argue. So it'll be crazy, and there's nothing good about DV at all. So ain't even ha 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 funny. Like she, soon as she heard what happened to that girl, that woman, I would have run a mile. Forget that shit. I won't even defend him. Citizen also said that Holly got what she deserved for putting her hands on him, and he was pissed off and he broke her chin. What? Yeah, citizen is a whole different energy, man. He's something else. Like I said, like like I was meant to do a live on him and Velvet when he ordered her to go back the how she must do her lives and all this stuff. And she said, "Look, right, I'm a mum. I'm a mum, like And he goes, and then he used the example of what one of his ex-girlfriends, one of his ex-baby mothers, and said, "Oh, she got 7 children, so you have no excuse." Like, come on, come on. I'm not annoyed by Holly talking about her abuse. Velvet has been chatting about it as if for years. Yes, with Nature Boy, she's always talked about Nature Boy beating her up and all this stuff. Chain. Broke his chin. She broke his chin, and he was she broke his chin. Good, because 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 he comes off like when I see Citizen. When I see Citizen, some like he comes off a certain way, and they like the thing is that right they be warning her in the chat, and she don't take no notice of it. She thinks everybody's hating on her, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, woman, you just came from a whole thing with carbonation, whole craziness with Nature Boy, and you there want to hook up with next man. I wouldn't be running to next man anytime, right? You know what I mean? You might, right? Sometimes, right? You need space, man. That was awful. Velvet didn't even get it. No, she didn't get it. She doesn't get it because they say slow. She's so called slow. But it's like, yeah. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't get it. There's this thing I see on thingy about women being beautiful and insecure at the same time. Thinking, how are you insecure if you're beautiful and then, well, anywhere you walk, a man's gonna talk to you, or you might meet your future one with your beauty and you're insecure. Velvet's very insecure. Velvet literally, even on her IG, she the way she dances, I can still see slices of carbonation in what she does. There's little things she does, and I just think, oh my gosh, like I've been young myself. I know I've been young and dumb. I'm probably still, even at this big age, you can still be stupid to certain stuff. You still get caught out on stupid things when it comes to a man, right? Is it's just left for you whether or not right you want to fall into the blinking hole. But it's like you have to be careful, man. Like nowadays, even before men was on alive in women from long time, even needless now. So it's like I don't know, man. Those who can't hear will feel exactly. So I'm just like, yeah. I was meant to do the one with the girls on one. I still have to do it. I don't know. I think I got to do it because they say a lot of stuff and it's very contrary to what happened in carbonation. I don't know why Efru and Zoca feel that they got to defend him. I don't know whether it's the last man standing. I've got to be the last man standing. I don't know what it is with them two girls. It's just very crazy. I don't know when like I said, I thought after the man went into the clink, this will all be done and finished and tied up and done, thrown into the deepest ocean. We never hear about it ever. But he's definitely getting phones and stuff into the cell. That's why he's able to still like be in contact with Saneter and certain places. Did you hear her say she went to carbonation for agriculture? I never saw her grow a house plant wild. Not even one. Not even one. If anything, when she went there, she said that how she is her parents' teacher. That's how she put it. I'm my parents' teacher or something like that. I was like, wow. This when she was 17. She went over there so young. She went with OMAC and then proceed to go cheat with stupid boy. It's like why? Like I don't know. They're just crazy, right? They do be on one sometime. I'll be thinking to myself, am I watching right? I'm watching right. I was waiting to hear about Rose and her stuff with her daughter because her daughter's still in Uganda. I wanted to hear what's going on with them, like Crown Melanin on a whole. Elizabeth seemed like she's moved on a little bit. I remember her saying that. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy times, man. But to them, they're conscious and they're aware and they're for humanity. Humanity is not about polluting, making it worse than what it is. You're supposed to do better. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you can't do better, you try, it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the perks of being part of a conscious community. You learn so much. Even when you're watching stuff, you're learning different things. You hear different ideals and stuff like that. Hi, Shadow, you alright? What is going on with Rose? I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about what happened with Rose. The last thing I heard was that Rose was I think the ex came out. I can't remember. I don't know what happened to Rose. I don't know. Rose seemed to. I don't know if she's quiet or what. I went for Medea to put out the something to hear. You're right, Shadow. But yeah, carbonation is a whole trip, man. Like I don't even know for how long. Like, like, even when they scooped up Nature Boy, he was ready to put Jahomey in the way to save him from the police. It's like, where do you do that at? He's such a typical cult leader. He was ready to put Jahomey in danger to save his butt. But I don't know. I don't know. Between True and Kendra, Kendra was always ready to fight for Nature Boy. Before. That's why I was not really convinced of certain stuff. I still ain't convinced of certain stuff. Because apparently when they're part of a cult, they never change. They're always the same. It's like they just hide it a little more better. Some of them do actually change life. I ain't gonna say they're not gonna change life, but it's just, man, I just think, man, it's ongoing. But Velvet, the girls, they're so wrapped up in Nature Boy, their husband. I'm thinking, when did you lot get married to Nature Boy? Our husband, when? Zoca was married to Solar. I think Ethereal was married to Tron. I mean, it's all over this YouTube here. You cannot convince people any different. Let me see. I could find the one, because I was meant to. I'm going to show a little bit of the one I was meant to take a look at. Let's think, what is wrong with them? They're very gone in their head. Let me find it. Hold on. Hold on. They're very gone in their head, these girls. Oh, I wonder if my shirt's gonna come. Hold on. I ain't gonna review it now. I'll just show a little bit of it.
Share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
This is not no games. It's nothing to commentate about, make jokes, make memes about. This is real life situation that not only he's going through, but many other people are going through. 3-3. So it's really heartbreaking to see how people respond in the situation, because it's not a game. It's not a joke. This is very serious. Like, the conditions that he's in right now, most of y'all would not be able to survive. Y'all couldn't even survive what he going.
Where do I start with this, man? We all know that he didn't like Ethereal. First of all, he never liked Ethereal. He used to talk about how mixed she was and how he got beat the white man out of her and blah, da, 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 da. Zoca, she is going extra hard for him. It's mad. She's going extra hard for him. Right? She lost a whole child. Up to now, we do not know what happened to this baby. What happened to the baby? Up to now. I don't think that's ever going to come out, or I hope it do come out sooner or later. I don't know what's their goal. Like I'm in agreement with certain people's. What is the end goal, really? Because he ain't coming out. He's got 25 to life, or what's it? 25 to life, no parole. What is the end goal? Really and truly. It's just very disturbing that these girls are still continuing this stupidness. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous at this point.
Through, not at all. Are we coming in clear? Thanks. They don't say nothing in the chat. They just be looking. Yes, thank you. Thank you originally. Thank you. People just be watching. People will watch you go through some shit. They just watch you. That's exactly what they do when people they say shot by the officers and whatnot. You pulling out your phone.
These girls never cared about anybody else. They just cared about traveling around the edge of South America or America, traveling around with Nature Boy. They had they wasn't interested in anything in what was going on with the real world. They never had any interest in what's going on in jails, prisons, nothing. Black people on the whole, nothing at all. Nothing at all. But here we are, chatting like, even some of the stuff she talks about, on Saneter's panel is ridiculous. Zoca was going on, like, she talks like she's in poetry mode. She doesn't talk normal. She doesn't talk normal. You cannot have a conversation with none of these women. None of these women. You can't have a conversation with Velvet. Can't have a conversation with her. You can't have a conversation with Janae. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I've never spoken to them, but I don't know. It's just like he hated Efaru with vengeance. Even I put up a video where he cussed her out on a live. He cussed her out on a live. They was at the hospital. They went to see Malia, and he what's the word? It cussed her out on a whole live. He didn't leave her no time to respond, nothing at all. But she's the one going hardest for him. That's why I call them the Manson sisters. You know why I call them the Manson sisters? Because they give me that ear that if he said to them to go and do something to people or to themselves, they will do it. That's how they come over to me. That's why I call them the Manson sisters. As nobody can tell me any differently, because she thinks she's doing it for a cause, or she's riding for her man, for her king, as she calls it. Well, they're God. He's not God. He's not God.
On watching to record. Why aren't you involved? Why aren't you saying nothing or doing nothing? But hey, to each his own. It's just crazy. It's crazy because bruh, first of all, y'all know he's innocent. Y'all know he's innocent. And we actually here defending him. We're defending him. We're standing on truth because the shit wasn't right. It was a lie. And they trying to attack him, us, what? Like, how?
He put all of you guys on Front Street on a daily basis, and you lot are saying that people's attacking. Do you know what? There's so much evidence of what this man did to you. Even Hood Horror's whole documentary just shows you how bad he treated you as a whatever. He used you lot as meat. That's what I call it, meat. You're just there for his sexual gratifications and nothing else. He also seemed like he did come over like a pedophile because Zoca is young. She was young when she reached there, right? She came for Soular. Soular was the carrot, basically, because he used to dangle Soular, True, Pisces. I can't remember who else, and he used to dangle them in front of the women. And then when they get a catch, when they come over there, right, they think they're coming over, because they will call it directs. So when they're thinking they're coming over to Soular, True, or one of them, right, he'll turn it around and he said, oh yeah, she came for me. That's what he used to do, right? And we young women, young men that we in his chats. One turned up, he had schizophrenia. The young boy had schizophrenia. I don't know what happened to him. He had schizophrenia. The boy stopped taking his tablets, his whatever. I think the mum had, or the grandma had to get him taken or something, because the boy lost it as well. It's similar to what happened to the girl who won alive for her mother, right? So these women are just so gone. It's just like, yeah, I don't know what else to say after that.
What? And you know what is wild? Because they keep saying the lie. trying to make
over and over. It's like they're repeating a lie in her head. They're like, keep saying it.
Yeah, all these different accusations and rumors and things that we've already cleared up in the past, brought up again in different panels, different groups, different discussions. And it's just being like all this gossip. When come to the truth, come to the source, and we will tell you plain up and straight up what the truth is, that he is an innocent man that's been framed.
Exactly. By his own people.
By his own people.
That he was taken care of.
Exactly. Y'all seen how he was on the outs when everybody was around him and he was out. It was not no bad situation, and y'all know his heart. He wouldn't have had people around and doing this type of beautiful things if it was. And y'all wouldn't still be involved.
And who cares what you think about him? Who cares about his character? He a black man. That's a black boy. Black woman, that's our son. It is clear to see that he was totally screwed by this fucking system that you get up and go to work to every day. The same system that he was saying, hey, y'all. Hey, we don't gotta fight. We don't have to protest. Right. We just gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Quit your job and go.
And we came back to connect with the people. We thought we would be protected, we'll be good. But you know, all is divine, and this is happening just to expose everything.
I'm thankful the grass got cut low so we can see what was in our garden. Because it's crazy to build a foundation and build a kingdom, a sovereign kingdom at that, outside of the system, based on morals and principles. But then this is what you had as the foundation. So now we can cut it all. Now we can actually build from the ground up with real, true, honest people that's there during tough times. You know who your friends are, and you know who your enemies are when tough times come. And that's all this exposed, because he was just in my face hugging me saying, I love you, Chief. Now you want to stand right here and swear on the Bible, lying.
She know damn well that she ain't get great. Come on now. She running down the street arguing with another chick. You get all the dick. Obviously, she felt some type of way about the dick, right?
That was on your mind.
But now she got a problem with the dick. Make it make sense. We're not finna sit up here and
is this all the argument you could come with? They're so funny. I swear I gotta come back and talk about this another time, because I don't even want to go into these two idiots right now. They're just they was also jealous of Janae as well. They're always jealous of each other. They're not different. They're all the same. There's no you can't argue it's stupid. You know, so yeah, you can't argue it's stupid, man. These girls are a head rush.
act like and try to bring up all this shit that don't even matter when this case is fucking corrupt from the start to now. The fact that we don't have our transcripts after a year,
the thing is that she's stuck on transcripts. Well, Queen Throne and them lot said yesterday was that how the transcripts is not going to make any difference to his case. He will not be coming out. You can't appeal it. He's there for life. He ain't coming out. Just get with the program. Move on with your life. Drop the rubbish. Drop the charade, the act. You know that you lot are really sabotaging him anyway. Let's drop the act. Move on with life. I can't wait for the reaction to these stupid. Oh my God. I have to do it, you know. I have to do it. I have to take time and do it one day, because they're just ridiculous. I can't think about these two idiots. I'm just saying. Yes, Velvet, after they said all this, I think, was it this one? Velvet answers them. And I'm thinking, why are you answering them for? Don't answer them. Don't answer them. Exactly. According to Queen Tron, it's not going to make any difference anyway. It's not going to make a difference. What the transcripts? What don't need? Oh, that's ridiculous. They're stupid at this point. Let's leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Man's been in jail how long now? How long has he been in jail, prison for? He's been in jail long. Is it like was it, how long? I don't even know. I lost count how long he's been in jail. I want people to start bringing out the nostalgia, start showing the old stuff as well. They need to show some of the old videos of these two idiots, how we used to deal with them. Zoca, have them standing there. Zoca had rashes on her arm. She had rashes because she got eczema. And she had dry hair. There's this video of them all lined up. Right? They were skinny. Rashes. Man. Like the slapping thing. The slapping thing really started in Atlanta. The slapping thing. Where like they will get the girls to slap each other. Or stand up. 3 years. Oh, it's 3 years. Quarter. For over 14. Quarter. Oh, okay. 3 years he's been in there now. It seems longer. Feels long, man. But yeah, he did a number on them. Because they sound so stupid at this point. Just leave it. But like others, I wonder where Malia is. Has Malia left? Has she gone back to her family? Where is she? Where is she gone? Well, you know you can't trust these girls at all. They say one thing and then they read something else. I read a book years ago, doing time on the outside. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing time on the outside. That's what they're doing. They're young. They got a whole life to live ahead. And they're wasting their time on this man. Aya looks like she's enjoying herself where she at. I haven't seen Aya for a while. They are living as if they are in prison. Why would you do that to yourself? Support him and still live. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just mad. Like, you know, like they like she can even go, like Zoca can even go now and make a child right now with someone else. Zoca's wasting her time. Right? What's the name can go back to her family. Her family is in Atlanta, I think. I think Ephraim's family was in Atlanta as well. I don't understand, man. Wasting your life. I'm fed up saying this every time I look at a video of these girls. I must repeat myself all the time. I swear I do. This thing should have done long time. This thing should have done be in a box long time. You lot should have moved on with your life. Even Janae, I feel she should not be with Soular. She needs to move on with her life. She needs to move on. You got your baby. Move on. What's it? Velvet keeps mentioning Nature Boy. Oh well, I went through all this. I went through all that. She was one of the ones abusing some of the members too. From what I remember, Velvet is not an angel herself. As much as people think she is, she's not an angel. She's not. Nephru and Zoca have family in Atlanta. Yeah, I remember her mum came and dropped her off money or something. She may be ill. She was sent to a hospice. Who was ill? Who was ill, Phoenix? Oh, Malia. Yes, but Malia, because they took out the thing that was helping her from that last time. They took the thing out, the colostomy bag or whatever the heck she had on her. Soular is going to prison before it's over. Yeah, see him. He's an idiot. He's going to get caught up in Ross again. He's going to get caught up in foolishness again. I bet him as well. I believe that too. I believe it. I believe it. Soular think he made friends in prison. How you make friends in prison? Oh, I made friends in prison, he said. Or what? We exchanged something. I can't remember what he said now. He chats so much rubbish. Get someone else. He's still got that big old ego. He thinks because he's done a little time. He wasn't even in there that long. He wasn't. I don't remember how long he was in there for. He wasn't in there that long. I think Musa's still in there. And he come out and he think he knows it all. Just because you didn't get shipped to the prison. He was in the jail part, the intake part or somewhere. The part before they ship him off to the prison, the actual prison. Soular's a joker, man. He's there. I don't even know, man. Anyways, let me come off before 12 o'clock. Come catch me on here, yeah. And then this man goes into 2 hours. We've already discussed that, and the hospice is the end of the road. And even if doesn't, and even if she doesn't get a long time. Oh, even if he doesn't get a long time, he will have a felon conviction on the federal charges. Oh, raw. No, Musa is with the. Oh yeah, he's with that white girl, isn't he? What? Yeah, I feel Solar's put himself in a calamity, but he doesn't know how deep it is, because he must owe them people money for their drugs. Because that's a debt you got on his head. Boy, and Hadu. Hadu's still living life. I see her the other day. She's living life. She enjoying herself. Mostly doing whatever she's doing. She still didn't look like she's still in Costa Rica. That will impact his future in America. Yeah, of course it will. He's a black man in America. I mean, look who you lot got for president. I mean, like, we got a horrible prime minister over here. But look who you lot got. He's a black man in America with a charge. Like, you know, and from what I see, any reason to stop somebody or do something to somebody, the police is right there. Because they're all hoods in uniform. Soda can't even get a bank account for all the scams he has done. Yes, he's done too much. Solar's a head case, mate. He's a whole head case. But let me come off. I was meant to talk about the little girl that died, passed away, that got unalive. But it's such a sad story. I don't even know whether, because you know me, I get totally emotional when I cover stories like that. Especially if I look into it real properly. Like, these women about this, that, the other. They're so ignorant, uneducated, all the above. Like, even me in the UK, I understand what's going on in America. I kind of understand what's going on over here. There's certain stuff that is going on. Sometimes, right, we have to be preview to what is going on. And even if we don't know, sometimes we have to try to know. I don't always know everything. I ain't gonna make it I know everything. Some things I think I do need to know about. because it's important when you are of color, melanated particularly, because what happens is that how, especially from my understanding, people hate you, but they want to be you. Basically, it's mad. It's a weird cycle. It's crazy. It's even with the Pope dying the other day. I know I'm not a Christian person, but the black man went in to go pay his respects to, they're Christian, in it. It was Easter, and they wouldn't let him go pay his respects to the Pope or whatever the case may be. There's so much stuff I could let off on this YouTube right now to have my feelings and stuff like that. Yeah, that little girl's story is sad. It's sad. It's sad. I feel for the father. The father. I mean, though there was a lot of children drowning around water, particularly, there's a thing out where water's concerned, children's concerned. So when I see that, I understand what's going on with that. It's a sad situation, that one with the child underwater, the little one. Yeah, please take a look at the face recognition. I think I'm gonna re-put up the face recognition video, because that's important. All that's coming out, all the tech is coming out. Times are changing, You best to be in the know. Even if we don't live to see what's gonna go on, there's gonna be stuff, a lot of things changing, It's good to see you as well, Phoenix and Sonia and everybody else that's coming. Sonia Vico and that. And Shadow. Carbonation have an impact on a lot of us. So when people's talking about it, and they talk about it with such passion, or however they cover it, however they put it out, like, carbonation just shows how easily young people can be swept up, and how easy a cult can be formed so quickly. And it's a lesson, but it's like, at the same time, it's like people, like, it's the same with the incel thing, the toxic masculinity thing. Even that's a cult by itself, the incels and all that stuff. It's a whole thing. It's a whole, you know what I mean? I mean, I can't even go into most of the things now. I still got to finish covering the incel thing, because that's interesting as well. That's an interesting subject by itself, because it's not only just white boys, white men. It's black men as well that can be incels, because whatever they're being fed. And toxic masculinity, there's toxic femininity, there's a lot going on. Even me myself, sometimes, right, like when people present things to you and they say, okay, you're toxic female, you have to wonder. You have to think about certain stuff, especially as you get older, you start reflecting and looking at certain stuff. It's something else. But I'm not going to stay on here to soon go and hitting 12 o'clock. I don't want to be on here till 12 o'clock. So I'll see you. I will be here when you cover. You'll get okay. I'm going to see how I can cover it very soon, because I know I need to talk about these two idiots. But put these two idiots aside. I see there's something else that needs to be spoken about. I do talk about Amari a lot. Yes, I talk about her a lot, because Amari's just funny to me. She's funny to me. I feel like I know somebody who's just like her somewhere, but I don't know. She's just... Anyways, I ain't going to go into Amari's drama right now. I will see you in the next one. Take care. And have a good day, whatever you're doing. Thank you. I think I called out the people who's been in here. Phoenix, Sonia, Vico, and Shadow. Who is he? I just saw him a minute ago. Shadow. And I'll see you lot later. Take care. Bye.